All right, my minion. So that's my signature clap there. I can't use both hands right now. My camera person, she's not feeling very well. So no, it's nothing too serious, but hope she'll get better. She will get better. So I had her have her laying, drinking water, laying down, all that good stuff. But yeah, that was my signature clap there. Since can't use both hands right now. But thank you very much for joining Nemesis Group, joining me. I appreciate all my minions that are watching. I'm going to entertain y'all with I guess a bit of a funny story. It's my personal story to go into weight gain in men in particular, in this specific situation. So basically, anyone who's been around pregnant women, we call it sympathy pains and sympathy weight gain and all that. That's what it's most commonly referred to when men, start feeling pains and men gain weight in the course of their wife or girlfriend or whoever is pregnant. But it is a common occurrence. Men will gain weight, especially when they're around the pregnancy. My buddy, he gained 30 pounds when he was with his daughter. When his girl was pregnant with his daughter. Me, there was once a time where I was tiny. I weighed about 115 soaking wet in high school. Joined the military, kind of got into working out a lot more. And it got to a point where I could not get past like 149, 151 weight range, like despite my best efforts, no matter what I tried to do. So, but then my wife got pregnant. I'm still training, still working out. I was going to school at the time. But then just, I was, there basically little to no fat on me whatsoever. And I've always been super lean. Like I said, I was 115, soaking wet in high school. But wife got pregnant with our son, our boy. And out of nowhere, and mind you, I wasn't, nothing in my diet changed, nothing in my workout regimen changed. But I looked down, all of a sudden I had a gut. And I'm like, what the hell is that? What is this? And so I ended up really gaining 16 pounds when my wife was pregnant with our son. And I eventually, I lost it. But this is basically a tale is going back to the very first video that I had made was about your body types and body chemistry. And also how it can change. I mentioned that my body type has changed and my body chemistry has changed 3 times. So I noticed it after my wife had our son that my body chemistry had changed a bit. All of a sudden I was able to start gaining fat pounds where I couldn't before. Nothing crazy, nothing dramatic, but it was noticeable. So I was like, okay, no big deal. Worked out a little bit more. My diet really didn't change, and I was able to make, I lost 16 pounds that I had gained when she was pregnant with our son. No big deal. So then she got pregnant with our middle child, our daughter. And knowing what I know now, knowing what I knew then, I knew better. I knew it was coming. I worked out twice as hard as I would normally, all just to maintain my weight only. All the work, all that effort, didn't really change my diet at all, but just to maintain my weight only. That was it. I just maintained my weight. So okay, no big deal. Still didn't really change my diet, but I did notice a change. I was able to gain more fat pounds. Actually gained more fat on my body than I normally would. Muscle, I was actually gaining muscle mass faster as well. So I was definitely able to get over that 151 hump that I couldn't get over before. So fast forward some years, and then my wife gets pregnant with our third child. And I am, despite my best efforts, I gained about 20 pounds when she was pregnant with our third child. I'm training, like I could start changing my diet, like, just paying attention to what I was eating. I really didn't know a whole lot about diet at the time, but I was changing what I was eating. Cutting out the processed food. I switched into organics actually years before that, but despite my best efforts, it did not matter. I ended up gaining 20 pounds uncontrollably. And this is why. So it happens a lot and we don't understand it, especially for men. We think everything's composed of energy. Everything. Everything has a vibration, everything is composed of energy. And that energy can transfer. And I know we've all been in a situation where there's people you just don't like to be around because they just sap the energy right out of you, you know. And there's people who you're around and they just give you energy. Their vibe. They're very high spirited and their energy just uplifts you and gives you energy, you know. It's nothing to, you know, make light about. I mean, you look it up, do the research, you know. Everything is composed of energy. Another example of it being women. When women are on other periods, you get a group of women together, their periods will eventually synchronize. Hormones transfer, energy transfers. This is the reason why men gain weight during pregnancy, because that energy transfers. You're around that person all the time. That energy transfers. So you, as your wife or girlfriend or whoever, as their body changes, their hormones change, their body chemistry changes, so will yours. Or more say, so can yours. Not all men go through it, but that is basically the reason why this happens. And you can look it up. You know, fact check me, do the research. You know, it was a phenomenon to me. I was wondering the same thing, like, what is going on? Why am I gaining weight? What is happening? And that's why. Energy transfers. Hormones will transfer in energy form. So, it is at times unavoidable. Now I'm 37, so I mean there's that age factor as well. But as your body chemistry changes, mine changed 3 times. You know, I now have to make lifestyle changes, and no one likes changes. No one ever likes changes. No one likes change. People do not like change at all. But when it comes to weight loss in certain instances, it is a change. You're going to have to make a lifestyle change. You're going to have to change your diet. You're going to have to change other things, especially as you get older. And I understand you don't like it. No one enjoys it. Trust me, I miss being able to eat whatever it is that I want to eat, especially now that, you know, I have kids. I've got a hell of a sweet tooth. Major sweet tooth. So it is hard. You know, I'm big into organics. I know organics can be expensive. The brand that I like, it's called Simple Truth. I get it from Kroger. They're reasonably priced, actually very low priced. And I've had great results with the Simple Truth brand. That's just my personal experience. This is who I personally like. They're not endorsing me or anything like that. I'm not getting paid to tell you these things. This is what I found that works out for me. You have to try it out for yourself. Everybody's different. Going back to my very first video, you know, figure out what your body type is, figure out what your body chemistry is, and then you can adjust accordingly to that. And that's when you start making your plan and build that strong foundation for whatever it is you're trying to accomplish. But yes, it is a lifestyle change. Right now I do a lot of intermittent fasting. Tongue twisters, right? I've been doing it for years, and that has helped me regulate my weight and keep the fat pounds off and gain the healthy weight and the solid weight that I want. And I've even changed up my workout regimen. The more that I study, the more I learn. I do my strength exercises differently, which has gotten me much better results than in the past. Trying to build muscle strength and muscle density, not mass, because I can, based on my new body chemistry, my new body type, I can gain muscle mass just blinking, you know, but that doesn't help me. The more I weigh, the more mass I have, the more it slows me down, the less I'm able to do other things, the slower I am. My reaction speed suffers, reaction time suffers, my speed suffers because of that. But I do want to get stronger, so I'm working on density and strength. So it requires you to work out a little differently or do your exercises differently. So again, you have to study, you have to, again, lifestyle changes. It's unfortunate, it sucks. No one wants to do it, but you have to ask yourself, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want to achieve that goal that you're trying to achieve? How bad do you want to gain weight? How bad do you want to lose weight? It is hot out here. You don't see it and I'm sweating. But yes, lifestyle changes. You know, Further down the line, I'm going to be going over different diets. Right now, I do intermittent fasting, so the next video I'll probably cover that in depth for those of you who are interested in intermittent fasting. I actually discovered it watching, I want to say it's like maybe Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, one of them talk shows, but they had Terry Crews on, and he does intermittent fasting. He does the 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock, so 16 hours, 8-hour eating window. And obviously you've seen Terry, you can't argue with Terry Crews' results, you know. And that was like the first time I ever heard of intermittent fasting. This was years ago. So I looked into it, did research, and like, okay, I tried it, and it works for me. I'm gonna get into a couple of different types. I'm gonna cover keto. My wife does keto. She's had phenomenal results on keto. That's what works for her. She'll actually kind of mix intermittent fasting with keto. I've kind of adopted some of the keto principles and into my like diet during my eating window. I was able to get my body adjusted to a 6-hour eating window instead of an 8-hour eating window. Again, that takes time. You could do the bare minimum would be 12 hours. 12 hours fasting, 12-hour eating window. And then as your body adjusts, work your way up to it. But we'll get into that in depth. You know, I'll explain the science behind it, why it works, how it works. And again, understand everybody's different. Intermittent fasting might not work for you, so that's why I'm going to go into keto. And I'm also actually interested. I've listened to some podcasts and done some research, and the carnivore diet actually seems very interesting to me. But what works for one person won't work for someone else. People have success on the carnivore diet, some people don't. Some people have success being vegan, others don't. You know, what works for one person that person's going to tell you this is the way, this is the only way. Well, it's not the way, it's a way. Find out what works for you. So we'll cover different diets, and then it's up to you to choose for yourself. Experiment a little. I will try them as well. I'll probably switch to the carnivore diet next, or at least mix it into intermittent fasting, see how it works out. You know, one of my principles as an instructor, as a trainer, coach, whatever you want to call me, I'm not going to have anybody do anything that I haven't done or can't demonstrate. So I've been doing intermittent fasting for years. I will dabble into the carnivore diet and study that, and we'll go over that. I'll even switch to the keto diet. I found some good recipes and we'll go into that. And we'll go into different diets. Organics, as far as diet goes, switch to organics. You got to switch on to organics. Get all those other toxins and chemicals and stuff out of your body. You know, we can our bodies will build up a tolerance to toxins. That does not mean that they're good for us. You know, there are other countries that have banned genetically modified foods. Why do you think that is? Our country is a capitalist country, and don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of capitalism in its basic form. Honest trade, honest business. Everybody wants to be successful. You build a business from the ground up, of course you want to build it and take it as far as you can. I understand that. But let's use honest business practice here. Now that's a topic for another day. I'm not going to jump down that rabbit hole. You know, but if you can't switch to organics, and the big thing about diet, you don't have to switch things all at once. First thing I did was I stopped eating processed sugar, white sugar, stuff like that. I put honey in everything. Then when I needed to add sugar, I used honey instead. That was one thing. Little by little. Then I cut out sodas. Little by little. And it's funny, so the stuff that we eat, like pizza's not bad. It's about what's in it. So you can make pizza yourself, get the fresh ingredients. There's nothing wrong with eating pizza. There's nothing wrong with eating a lot of foods based on how they're prepped and prepared and what's in them. So read those labels. Like I said, Simple Truth is a good organic that I use. I like their brands. Their chicken is cheap, relatively cheap. Only thing that's really, really expensive with them is like organic beef and stuff like that. That is a little pricey, but I can taste the difference. I've had it before. I can definitely taste the difference. So, yeah. Little by little. Start out with little things and work your way there. No one's telling you that you have to change your life overnight. Do it gradually. Do it in steps. Do it in increments. Baby steps. Baby steps. Little by little. And then you'll get there. Everything takes time. Took time for you to gain weight. It's going to take time for you to lose weight or gain strength or whatever your goal is. Anything worth doing is going to be work. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to put in the time. I understand, we live in the here and now that we live in. Everybody wants everything now. They want immediate results now. It doesn't work that way. You cannot take shortcuts. So put in the work. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you very much. All of my minions, all of my followers, everyone who likes, shares, and please like, share, comment, follow, all that good stuff. Comment. Did I say comment? Yes. Yes, all that good stuff. I appreciate it. It helps me out tremendously. I said I'll be doing more diet type videos, just explaining everything, breaking it down real simple like for you. There's also going to be some giveaways. Pretty soon we're going to be doing kind of some different challenges, fitness challenges and other competition challenges, all different types of challenges. Not only that, but the challenges will kind of be rewarding as well. Like the winner will receive some kind of reward in the challenges. So that is coming down the pipeline as well. So big things coming. Please stay tuned. And I will see you next time. Thank you very much.